So last I think I asked you guys to do was to contact us and let us know what video you'd like next from our previous travels. So it took a while, but we've compiled our trip from Europe from 2018 to 2019. Consisted of France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, back to France, to Paris, New Year's Eve in Disneyland, and then back home the day after. Did a lot of photos. We've had to get rid of quite a few. There's some videos following as well, and then there's a little questions and answers section at the end. Cheers. So, we hope you enjoyed the little video that we've just showed you there. We did have some questions and some answers that we prepared ourselves, and it was along the lines of where would we go again. Honestly, it was Austria and Liechtenstein, both stunning countries. The scenery, mountains, the snow, the people. At one point we went to Feldkirch, which is one of our places that we stayed, and we ended up finding somewhere to eat, and it was like a little, like a pub basically, or a bar, serving food. All the menu was in Austrian, or there was no English, which is not a problem. I mean, we're in a different country, we obey their rules, but even when it came down to speaking to the waitress, the communication barrier was quite large. However, we did manage to get through, and there's a picture of our food that we'd had. It was like a kebab type thing, chicken and pork on a spit. So, to be honest, it was great, and the price was fantastic. But back to Austria and Liechtenstein again. we'd definitely go back there again. Favourite food? Difficult. I think we had some really nice chocolate crepes or chocolate pancakes in Paris, as well as actually Nutella Belgian waffles in Belgium. They were just out of this world. Places we probably wouldn't go back to, and I'll be honest, it was Paris. After visiting quite a lot of countryside and rural areas, big cities, we're not really a big fan of cities in general, but it was nice to see the Eiffel Tower and get into Paris. It's one to take off the list, but probably not again. Maybe a short weekend, but not a big travel journey, no. Things that we did learn. So we originally planned to camp for 6 nights and then Airbnb hotel for 6 nights, try and get a mix of it. Given that it was December and we did have a 2.5-year-old with us. However, down to the travel time between our route, such as Belgium to Germany, Germany to South Germany, all the rest of it, we only managed to camp for 2 nights out of the 12. So we took a lot of camping kit with us. Looking back, maybe not camped or camped more. However, the downside was when we were going from one location to another, the travel time, including stoppages, was much more than depicted on the maps. So when we eventually got there, we were looking at camping in the nighttime, setting up in the nighttime, which isn't much of a problem, but the issue was trying to get access to the campsites, as a lot of them are out of season. So you needed to get to the reception between, I don't know, I think it was 10 and 4 or so. Us staying up at 7 p.m. isn't great. So we ended up reverting back to Airbnb and hostels or hotels. Again, not a problem. Maybe in the summertime it would be a good idea to redo the journey, get a mix of everything again, but in a much warmer setting. But no, it was good. There was some memorable moments, some really memorable sights. One of them was being up the Arlberg Pass in Austria, heading to Feldkirch from Berchtesgaden, and we were 6,050 foot up, which, to put into perspective, Snowdon's only 3,500 foot, so we're not far off double the height of Snowdon in a car with people skiing out of hotels next to the car while we're driving down the road. It was a really bit odd, to be fair. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. And so another memorable moment was seeing Charlie's face in Disneyland. Now obviously 2.5, not a clue what Disneyland is. I've never been myself, but to see his face, to watch all cartoon characters dancing and the lights and the fireworks, he absolutely loved it. So again, not really our thing, but for the sake of Charlie, I think it was definitely worth it in the end. We did have one hiccup along the way. So our car at the time, I think we had 160,000 miles on it, and as we got into Germany, we came to quite a steep incline and had torque converter judder. So it's basically like your clutch slipping, but the opposite. So it was slipping low down instead of higher up as we entered Germany. So we didn't know whether to call the RAC or the AA and get breakdown involved and whatnot. We had full cover, so we'd get a courtesy car, get our car repatriated and whatnot. There was no issues there. But we decided to continue the journey, and I remember saying to Kayle, can we avoid any steep hills? Now, our routes weren't tolled. We tried to avoid all toll routes except for leaving Paris to come home, and we ended up taking some fairly steep ascents, which the car wasn't very happy with, but to be fair, it got us there, got us back, and was repaired shortly after, no problems. But at 165,000 miles, can't really complain. We did visit the Nürburgring. Obviously, being December, it was closed. But while we're in Germany, we thought we'd pass by. Our next trip to Germany could possibly be, at some point, it's on the agenda, the I've been to our Allrad show in Bad Kissingen. Big overland show, biggest in Europe. Looking at heading to there at some point. But right now our sights are firmly set on heading to the Pyrenees, through the Alps, back, or Pyrenees, through France, back through the Alps, home this summer. So keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully I'll have another video shortly. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Bye.